Welcome everybody to Geeks of the Roundtable. This is episode 52. It's a very special episode because not only is it my birthday, and sure, that's cool, but yesterday marked the 1-year anniversary of the launch of the first episode. We launched episode 1, the Invisible Man Argument, on March 6th. 2020, and I'm of course joined by my co-host Zach Pope. How are you doing, Zach?
Man, I'm good. Happy birthday. It's your birthday today. You are turning 10 years old, which I'm really proud to see.
Clearly, judging from the background.
Yeah, judging from my background too. You know, I'm turning 10 this month as well. So, but no, man, I'm excited. I can't believe it's been a year. I think the only week we skipped was Christmas. Oh, that was it. Other than that, we did every single week. So it's exciting, man. I'm excited to be here talking just anything they want to talk about. So guys, ask Ren any question you want.
Yeah, ask us both all the questions you want, and of course we're not clearly alone today because I have a guest here. I told her she'd be on the show very soon. You asked for her to be on the show very soon. This is Bruna, my assistant, but also one of my closest friends. She lives with me, and I thought it'd be great to have her on this show because she helped a lot of Geeks All Around the Table get off the ground. She made the logo, she made like the designs, the banners, and all that. So why don't you give the rest of the introductions of yourself?
Okay. My name is Bruna. I am Ren's friend, flatmate, ex-girlfriend, if you want to get into that. And I really love the show. I guess I watch every week. And finally, I got an invitation from Zach. Thanks, Zach.
You're welcome.
For inviting me over. And
one of us had to do it.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be fun, and happy birthday, Ren.
Thank you, now, and thank you so much for everyone's already here.
For Bruna.
Go ahead.
So my girlfriend is making me go fucking roller skating today. I've never roller
Oh
skated.
God, no. And
I do not want to do it. So what, dude? Her TikTok is so interesting. I literally sit there. Dude, I sit there and I'm just like...
Of all the things you could have said that you wanted to do to Bruna, you said roller skating. You just went down a deep hole.
I just one thing, unless people bring it up in the chat. How the fuck can I do it without falling?
Okay. Bend your knees.
Okay.
Okay. Wear protection if you can.
Okay.
Because I always say, like, you don't have to wear like a helmet or very tough knee pads, but at least for your wrists it's important.
Okay.
And and just have fun. I guess I don't want to say you will inevitably fall unless you're trying really
I already know.
Unless you're trying like hard
I want video of you falling.
Oh, I'm sure she'll record me fucking falling.
It'll go viral.
I'm being honest, I'm pretty sure that's the only reason she wants me to go, because I flat out, this is what I've learned: if I say no, I don't want to do that, then I end up doing it because she wants the video of it. So we'll probably be there for like 30 minutes and I'll go to the hospital.
No, like it took me about 2 years before I fell and went to the hospital, so don't worry. Okay. But yeah, I love your TikTok, guys. Go check out her TikTok if you want to watch interesting videos of someone roller skating to all sorts of different music. Exactly, yeah.
I love it.
All right.
Thanks, Zach.
And everyone, before we start, thank you so much for the warm reception. Real James, Andrew, Austin, Scott from Ireland, Nevenesian Scott, Nate Ackenbauer, Jack Alexander, and Jico VP all here wishing me a happy birthday, and thank you so much for the kind words. And while you guys start throwing in your questions in the chat, and we already have a great joke from Scott to cue in the Michael Scott, that's what she said. While you guys start throwing in the live questions for us to answer, like for the next hour, we're gonna aim like for an hour and not terribly longer than that because we do have to go out over here and breathe some fresh air. Tyler Van is also here now.
Hey.
Thank you so much again. And while you guys start throwing the questions, I thought since this is like a birthday party stream, I'd show off a little bit of my birthday haul. Now, there was one present that I couldn't bring up here to my room. And basically, no, I swear, I'll send you a picture. Okay. I'll send you a picture. But it's basically a vest that is just a weight vest that my other housemate gave to me for my birthday to work out, and it weighs 22 pounds for me to carry as like body weight. And it's really cool because I'm starting to grow past the weights that we actually have over here, so I needed more weights. So that's the one not geek present.
Are you trying to become a real life Power Ranger?
I'm trying to become the next Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. But a Power Ranger would be cool as well. I already have the helmet.
We did think about a dildo though, Zach.
A Marvel-themed dildo.
We researched Marvel sex toys, and it's a thing, and you should all go and check it out.
So, I have a funny story with this. I'm not going to say my friend's name that this happened with. So, he was dating this girl one year, and he'll never watch this, so I don't care. So, I already know. I already know. And only, 3 of us know about this. So, if any of my other friends watch it, don't fucking say anything. So... I'm hanging out, and his girlfriend texts me, "Hey, what should I get him for his birthday?" I joked around and said, "Dildo." She replies back, "I already got him that." And
God.
I said, "Oh, were you joking?" And she goes, "No, we got one 2 months ago for him." So I just left it there. I said, "All right, yeah, let's just get him a video game. Let's just get him a video game." That's all.
All right, so let's get to the haul out of the way. So I splurge on pops because I haven't bought pops in a while, and my OCD was attacking me, saying you don't have the Fantastic Four yet. So here is the Doctor Doom, Doom, and not the original one, but more detailed one. The Silver Surfer. Hey. I already have the original one, but this is more detailed and is him front facing the board. Then I got the 80-year celebration Scarlet Witch original comic look. Cool. And now I've seen that they're making a Scarlet Witch for WandaVision. And it looks fantastic. I got Human Torch. Funny story with this one. There's actually a version of him that is just the hands on fire and feet, and the rest of him is normal. And I was about to buy that one for a much more expensive price. And then I saw this one, and I was like, I don't want him fucking normal. I want him flame on. Yeah.
No, that's the better one.
Yeah.
Then I got Rogue, and before you ask, yes, I also did get Gambit, but Gambit just isn't here yet, but I will be getting him soon.
Is Gambit an exclusive or no? Is Gambit just...
No, it's the normal one. It's the normal one with the cards. Then, of course, Mr. Fantastic, The Thing.
You're a thing.
And I am. And finally, Sue Storm herself, the Invisible Woman.
No Skrull?
No Skrull and no Galactus, because Skrull wasn't available, and Galactus you could only buy 4 minimum. You'd have to order 4 Galactus, and I'm like, I don't want 4 Galactuses.
From where? Where are you buying your pops at?
Amazon. It was the only one available, and you could only buy 4 minimum. I could order up to 6, but the minimum was 4.
I'll find
and last but not least, I've showed you this one, Zach, but a Marvel Select figure of Taskmaster. Yeah, nice.
Oh, yes. I opened mine.
So I was just scrolling through the Disney store looking for anything else, and this just showed up. And
He's
since
new.
I'm a Marvel Select
He's
guy,
new. He
is.
Came out too. So.
And finally, this one is from Bruna. Up until now, those I all bought for myself. This one is from Bruna, and hang on, it's reverse. She gave me... No, it wasn't in reverse. And she gave me a robe of the Avengers Quantum Realm suits. So I'm just walking with this one all the time.
But can you just wear that for everything? Just for every review now? No, but nothing underneath. I want...
Nothing underneath, chest, I show a little bit of the chest hair.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
I will. All right, and now that that's out of the way, let's see if we got some questions.
Also,
Mama's Geek is here, Tessa is here.
I hate you. Look what I went and bought yesterday.
Oh, nice. And you got the glow in the dark.
Yeah, dude. So there's a Funko store I go to where it's all they do is sell Funko Pops, and I knew they would have My Hero Academia. So I went there. I bought him, his dad. I bought the guy with the hands on all over his body, and then I bought
Shigaraki.
And then I bought Deku with his battle form.
Oh,
they had so many though. They had the big boobed lady who's the referee at the fucking midnight or moon.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude. Honestly though, high key. So I'm almost done with season 2. I'm almost done with season 2. So I just got to the part where I guess spoilers, but I found out about All for One and who it comes from and that one person. So I so yesterday I saw a Funko Pop of what's the guy's name? What's the villain's name? It's One for All.
The guy One for All, yeah.
Okay, so I saw Funko Pop.
No. He's all for one. He's all for one.
All for one
is the power of all might.
I saw the pop and I'm like, that's interesting. And then the next episode was that one.
Yeah.
Dude, high key though, like they're facing the teachers right now. Fucking Froggy Frippy, fucking awesome, dude.
She's
her
amazing.
and Todoroki, like, fucking doing the cool thing. I'm like, that's amazing. Like, I dude, it's straight up like my third favorite anime of all time. Like, I am so fucking obsessed with it. It's such a joke. It's a joke of like how into it I am.
Yeah, she came to see both movies with me, without ever seeing the anime.
That was
did you like them?
Service. I did, but I'm not really an anime person. But I did enjoy them. Yeah.
She thought it was too over the top.
Yeah, but he had to explain it to me throughout, which I guess he liked. He enjoyed...
Yes, but honestly, I didn't have to explain too much. Just when they briefly mentioned something, I had to explain, like, this person is related to that person. And
I heard the second movie
snippets of it.
Very much you can just watch it, like, straight through, and it's just enjoyable.
You can, but if you watch it, like, when you should, as you're watching the anime, it has much more impact because it's generally a fantastic movie. So if you know all the lore up until then, it hits you. It hits you even more.
Sweet.
All right, let's go to questions. Thank you everybody again for being here. And let's start with Jack Alexander. Best movies that have a birthday party in it. Off the top of my head, Lion King, certainly, that's a birthday party, technically, at the beginning. The first Harry Potter. David Fincher's The Game. And I think that's it.
The Game.
It's a birthday party.
Doesn't Gone Girl have one? Like a fucked up one?
Which one?
Gone Girl. Doesn't Gone Girl have one?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't
remember if it's a birthday party, but I know it's a party. I'm trying to think. Oh, Toy Story, the first one. Andy gets buzzed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's my favorite one. Yeah.
Doesn't the second one have another?
No, he goes to camp.
No.
He goes to
camp,
and
you're
then
right.
he goes, I don't want to play with you anymore. The creepiest fucking thing ever, and drops him. That's all I can think of. Oh, Pokemon. No, there's that Pokemon birthday party in one of the shorts before the movie. That's literally freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right.
I love
You're
it.
right. How about you? Anything?
Well, regarding the Toy Story one, you know, I always wondered what that very long present was that the kid is carrying. You know, when he turns and it's like a really long present. Yeah. I always wonder, like, is that a train track?
Did we never have the answer to that?
No.
I have to go back now.
It was probably a dildo.
It's probably a dildo.
I mean,
that's the theme of today's episode, everybody.
I guess I mean, Alice in Wonderland is an unbirthday party.
Yeah, but that counts. That counts.
Yeah,
I think it does. Yeah.
I have a list here as well for things we forgot. 16 Candles.
Oh, God,
The Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah.
There are more movies, but since I don't remember the actual birthday parties, I'm not going to mention them. 13 Going on 30.
Yeah.
The Descent. They go down the cave because it's the birthday. I do not like that movie.
Really? I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, don't care for it. Like, it's not bad, but, you know.
Harry Potter.
I said the first Harry Potter.
Oh, did
Philosopher's
you?
Stone,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Rocky Horror Picture Show has one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Schindler's List is it's his birthday, you know. And yeah, that's it. Those are a few of the ones. G. Colby P just saying, let's pop the champagne. We don't have champagne, but if you do, Zach, pop it open. Why don't you? It's morning over there, so you start the day with a mimosa.
I gotta go find some.
All right. Lemony Scott, are you guys catching these new Justice League trailers for Batman, Superman, and Aquaman? Yes. I didn't see the Batman one, actually, but I saw the Aquaman and Superman one, and naturally assumed there were trailers for everyone else. Did you see them, Zach?
They're coming out each day.
Yeah. Okay,
so
each day. So today we're getting another one?
Be Flash or Wonder Woman, I'm assuming.
Okay, as long as Flash isn't beating a woman in his trailer.
And you're lucky you went to bed last night. So I know critics already have screeners, like the bigger ones.
Oh, yeah.
And some were tweeting out the reactions. No, I fucking wish. I wouldn't like. I would have told you. I would have fucking told you right away.
I know.
No, but some of them were tweeting out their reactions last night. They all deleted them though, because I'm sure Warner Brothers is like, "What are you doing?" Embargo's the 15th.
I'm supposedly getting one, so fingers crossed.
Same, but we'll see. I to be honest though, I think if we do get one, honestly, it'll be the day after the premiere. just like they did with Wonder Woman. Which I honestly I don't care. I don't want to stay up till midnight the night the film comes out. I can't do it
because it's 4 hours.
Yeah, I can't do that. If it was 2.5, I could do it before. That's killing it for me.
Yeah, true. All right, Scott Kluna, given it's your birthday, man, and to all of you, we can't really party right now because of COVID. But with that said, I assume, what is your favorite party movie that comes to mind? Party movie.
Project
like when
X.
I'm having a party, it doesn't necessarily have to be a birthday party, but like when I think party movies to watch with friends as you're having drinks and maybe pizza like we did yesterday. Something comedy, like any of the Cornetto trilogy works.
Oh, perfect.
Any of the Monty Python movies work. Even in general, any of the Edgar Wright movies work.
Would Game Night be like a
Yes. Yeah. And Zach loves Game Night.
That's one of my favorite comedies of all time. The year that came out, the day it came out on Blu-ray, every week I would watch it once.
That is actually the movie. It came out a little bit later than over here. Oops. And it was actually the first movie we went to see when we moved to London.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was our first movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I even went to see it with a bag full of pops because the first thing I did when I moved to London was go to a Forbidden Planet and get all the Infinity War pops.
That's true.
So yeah, there's a few of those. Superbad, Booksmart are also really good calls. Do you have anything else?
No, I'd say Booksmart is my favorite.
Okay. Zach?
Good one. Bruna, how much do you love Booksmart real fast?
Oh, so much. Like, it actually, for work, I had to do a beat sheet on Booksmart, and I had to rewatch it and kind of analyze the entire thing and how the acts are divided and everything, and it was just...
Do you want me to make you jealous?
Just realize how good... Oh, yeah. Please.
I got to go to the premiere at the after party.
South by Southwest.
And it was also Olivia Wilde's birthday, so it was her birthday party.
Nice.
So, you were at Olivia Wilde's
So
birthday.
there's a birthday party. That's cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, like, she's the sweetest fucking person in the world. Holy she is literally the sweetest person in the world. She literally said, everyone, drinks are on me. Free alcohol, whatever you want at the table.
Hopefully one day I can say the same thing and everyone here in the chat gets free drinks on me.
Okay, there you go. One movie I do want to introduce real fast, any horror film. Me and my friends, we used to always watch like horror movies, and not the best ones either. We would make fun of them. Like literally. And then we also used to do High School Musical because we would just have a blast with them. So
all right.
I want Ren to watch them.
Yeah, we did a High School Musical marathon with a drinking game.
Oh,
on the second one.
And one of the rules was drink every time Ryan changes his hat. And I swear I never noticed how many times he changed his hat.
We were drunk in 5 minutes.
He changed his hat every scene. Yeah. It's crazy.
Do you know that's
all it took was one scene? Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh Jesus.
All right.
Is that the only drink from it, or did you guys drink for anything else?
We drank for other stuff, but I can't remember what the other topics were.
Like every time Troy is having an existential crisis.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. All right, Amnesia Scott. Hey Zach, I see you have a Moon Knight figure on your left. Please, where can I get one? Probably Amazon.
No, this one's exclusive.
No.
So I don't know. So it's Walgreens in the United States. Out of the United States. It's probably something easier, like an Amazon or something, to be honest.
Yeah. I believe Dominican is on the States, but let me check Amazon real quick.
Yeah.
But let us know, Dominican, if you're not.
Definitely Walgreens. I pre-ordered him. I don't know if he's available on their site right now, but their exclusive right now in the stores is Silver Surfer. So that one's freaking cool too. But I took that one out of the box because I wanted him to be on his board.
Yeah, it's on Amazon, but it's not at a good price anymore. So
it's like
maybe just wait for the version of the show. Don't worry. I'll probably just wait for the Marvel Select version because that's the line of figures I buy.
That's gonna be the cooler, better one.
Yeah. Scott Kluna asks, what's a coming-of-age film of that came out recently that you really liked but doesn't get enough love from people? I just rewatched Love, Simon yesterday, and I forget how great that film is. How about you all? I really like Love, Simon. A film, I think it's very loved. Like, if you go to Twitter, most people love this film. But, like, in our close circle, most people don't love this film. And it's one that we just talked about, and that is Booksmart. Booksmart is amazing. A great coming-of-age movie. Another one that's recent. I remember just seeing one, but why don't you give us your thoughts on a recent one that you saw?
I watched Miss Juneteenth.
Oh, that's coming of age.
I need to see
that. I would
that.
say so,
okay.
yeah. I would say like it's coming of age even for the mother character. I would say it's a bit of a coming of age for her too. I really like that one. I don't know. I mean, I like the To All the Boys series on Netflix. I actually like those films.
I like them too. It's okay. I don't know why I do, but
good. I feel accepted.
Minari is a coming of age.
Minari, yeah.
Oh God, incredible. The father is too.
Jesus.
Technically, he ain't wrong. I'm thinking because coming of age is my favorite genre, so.
Yeah, I think the one I was thinking of was Minari. Do you have any others to add, Zach?
I'm trying to look up some. There's a lot. I mean, there's. I'm trying to think of one that's like not. Oh, so I have one, but I don't know if you. Raw.
Raw is pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say Raw. Star Wars. Definitely.
Oh,
yeah, that's definitely coming of age.
I mean, what's his name? Sorry, I forgot his name.
Little Women, 2019, underrated movie overall, and it's definitely a coming of age. Ferris Bueller. I've never seen it.
Oh yeah.
I would say any John Hughes film.
Yeah.
Is the best coming of age.
At the very least, most John Hughes films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not all, yeah.
Spider-Man: Homecoming. I guess you can include there too.
Yeah. Hey Zach, I see. Okay, it was the same question. Oh, I missed. Oh no, we came back. That's what I did. That was my mistake. Apologies. Oh shit. Tyler Van, favorite Peter Weir film? Really underrated director. I agree. It is tough.
I only have one.
It is tough not to say Dead Poet Society.
Really? I'm gonna go opposite. Truman Show.
Nice.
I can't say you're wrong. I prefer Dead Poet Society, but that's not a bad call at all. Like, yeah, it's a great movie.
So for me, I think Dead Poet Society, I've seen so many freaking times. It's like being like in the United States, almost every English class we watched it. Almost every single year, I have to watch the film, which I love. I love the film, but
but you grew tired of it. I understand.
Yeah, and Truman Show, I didn't see until maybe like 6-7 years ago for the first time, and absolutely loved it. So maybe that's why. There's a lot of his films though I haven't seen yet, like Master and Commander. I've never seen.
Oh, that one's really good too.
I've heard.
That's a good.
That's why. Damn.
I've seen The Way Back.
Is that his one? Oh, the recent one. Is that his?
Not
the 2010 one.
It's
no, not the Ben Affleck one. No. One with Colin Farrell, Saoirse Ronan. Yeah, from like 2010 or something.
Yeah.
I did a Saoirse Ronan marathon and got to see that, but
I've never seen that one.
I would say Dead Poets. Yeah.
All right. Gico EP, do you guys hate it when online sources leak photos from the sets of upcoming Marvel projects? Why can't they just let us be surprised? I agree. I don't hate that they leak the photos like it's their job. I hate stumbling upon it. I don't think it's their job to not leak the photos. I think it's the production's job to do a better job at, hey, stop that, and smashing the cameras if they have to. Agree? Disagree?
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying, especially as a filmmaker. It's like very annoying to see that you're trying to conceal something. And
did you see Taika flipped off the paparazzi?
Yes,
on the Thor. For me though, I don't know. It seems like it's getting easier for people to get these footage and pictures. Like I wish I never saw that Thor thing, to be honest. Like, but even before you even sent it into that group chat we're in, I was like, I saw it. You know, it's everywhere, and it sucks because that's the age we live in. That's why I think I'm so much more fascinated with the Eternals and Doctor Strange, because I literally know nothing. Because, imagine if you saw Doctor Strange set photos, we probably would have seen something about Wanda in there, and then that would have correlated to WandaVision. So I'm happy that we didn't.
And Eternals is out of danger now because it's shot. It's just ready to go.
Flat out, I have no idea how they didn't, because that was almost all shot outside.
Yeah, it was shot on location. Praise Chloe Zhao.
I mean,
90%.
It's also annoying because these paparazzi are probably getting more money from those photos than some of the crew members working on these films and trying to keep it all quiet and secretive. So
that's a good call.
Yeah.
All right, Geekly Goods, Leo's here. Happy birthday, Ren. Thank you very much, and congrats on 1 year. Thank you so much. Joshua Drake is here. Thank you so much for the kind words. Huge anime fans. And Austin, hey gents, I'm watching Lost Boys for the first time right now, and I saw The Devil, which is our movie for this week's movie club. So next Saturday, that will be the movie that you guys have to see for us to start talking about. The Lost Boys is my favorite vampire movie of all time. Not even question about it.
No.
So good. Did you ever see it, Zach?
Yeah, I've seen The Lost Boys. I saw The Devil. I still haven't watched. We'll see. Maybe I'll watch that today. I watched Godzilla last night because I'm trying to get all those out of the way for rewatches.
The 2014 one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to review that one as well. What did you think of The Lost Boys?
I love it. It's, again, like you said, it's my favorite vampire film. I mean,
all right.
It's so much fun.
How about you?
And that's a coming-of-age film, too, in a sense. It's kind of a coming-of-age film.
It's true. It's true. You've never seen The Lost Boys?
I haven't seen either of them, but I kind of know.
Okay. Do you know who directs it?
No.
Joel Schumacher.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He had Batman in there, too.
Nate Ackenbauer, what are some books about films that you guys would recommend? So, Save the Cat is definitely one.
You would recommend that? I mean...
Oh, damn.
I wouldn't recommend that so much. I mean... Okay, so, I can't remember the title. Let me search it quickly. But I would recommend Into the Woods over Save the Cat.
Okay, Into the Woods is really good
for screenwriting.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what's that filmmaking book? On filmmaking, I think?
While Zach and Bruna research about this, Nate Ackenbauer just sent in a $15 super chat. Just thank you so much. This is huge. The biggest donation we ever got. So thank you so much. Happy birthday, man! If you direct a sequel to a movie that doesn't already have one, what is it, and what's your pitch for it? Ooh. Thinking of a pitch on the spot is the tough part, but it's kind of a challenge in itself, and I like challenges. So a sequel, it's not getting made, and they certainly won't hire me to do it, but I'm gonna do a sequel to the 2017 Power Rangers. I was gonna actually do Man of Steel 2, but that's not gonna happen at all. So I'm gonna do a sequel to this 2017 Power Rangers, and what's going to happen is that Rita Repulsa got shot up to the moon, correct? And so there, she is found by the Machine Empire. Bruna and Zach are going to be completely lost in this next part.
I have no idea.
The Machine Empire finds them, the villains of the Zeo season. They're going to find her. They're going to keep her as his slave. And while that is happening, Tommy Oliver on Earth has found the green power coin, so he starts being controlled by Rita Repulsa without knowing. So basically, it's the same essential idea of Tommy being the evil ranger, but he's actually under Rita's control. Like when he punches somebody, it's Rita ordering him directly to punch somebody and whatnot. And how we get over this is that they start to let go of the Dino powers and go into the Zeo powers, and so we have the transition from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers into Power Rangers Zeo, and that's how I do the sequel to the 2017 Power Rangers movie.
Real fast.
Have any
Can
ideas?
we say how underrated Bryan Cranston is in that film?
Yes, he's really good.
So good.
The whole cast is, but I love Bryan Cranston. I have the Blue Ranger over there. I have like a standee of it. Yeah.
Oh,
one of my friends who works at the theaters was like, "Do you want this?" I was like, "I mean, yeah." Anytime she said, "Do you want this?" I didn't even. I was like, "I don't even want to know what it is. Just give me it."
All right. You have any sequel ideas you'd like to make? Something that doesn't have a sequel.
I would say a sequel to Birds of Prey or anything Harley Quinn, really. Okay. I would direct that in a heartbeat.
All right. Zach?
Honestly, the when you say sequel, the one film that always pops in my head, The Nice Guys. The movie that literally should have had a sequel. But I would have done though, I don't have a pitch or anything for it. I would really have to think about that, but I would want to, again, just give him another mystery. But I know who I would want the villain to be, and it's because this actor deserves fucking everything in the world, and that's Henry Cavill. I would love Henry Cavill to play the villain for it. And just, I don't know what the story would be, but just having that cast back, like that is straight up a movie that should have had sequel and sequel and sequel. And I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe down the road, but I can't see fucking Russell Crowe doing it again.
Yeah, me neither.
So
it's a shame.
But I did think about some books real fast.
Yeah.
Any books about if you love a movie but you've never actually read the script, you should buy the script and read it.
Yes.
With the movie. It teaches you so much more. Like the first script book I ever got was Wolf of Wall Street, and reading that with along the movie is really insane. Same with Inception. There's an Inception book you can buy that pretty much it dissects the writing of the book, but also gives you the script. And I mean, that's one of the most complex scripts I've read. It's really insane.
Yeah, I would say if you want to write scripts, read scripts. There's no other book will teach you as much as if you read actual scripts. I would also say if you want to get a directing book on filmmaking by Alexander McKendrick is a good one.
Yeah, that's very good.
My one recommendation.
All right, and once more, Nate, thank you so much for this donation. It really helps and supports us and shows us that we should keep doing this.
You're putting money into the Power Ranger fund.
Yeah, exactly. Or the Hot Toy Fund. If it keeps coming, I'll start doing Hot Toys. I'll let go of Funkos and start just doing Hot Toys.
So I almost bought my first Hot Toy yesterday because I've never done it before.
I have one.
You do? Oh, who is it?
Not here, but I have one. It's Kylo Ren from The Force Awakens.
Oh, okay.
I have three.
You do? See, I want to buy them, and I don't mind it.
She'll tell you why she has three.
Yeah, please tell me.
So my dad went to Japan, and their Hot Toys are half the price.
Oh,
because
Jesus.
that's where the official store and everything is.
We need to go to Japan, Zach.
Yeah, so he went to Japan a few times for work, and he that's why I have them.
Okay.
It's not that I spend loads of money on them. Cause
are they limited though?
Yeah.
If you don't buy it, is that it? You miss out type thing.
I think so. Yeah.
Sometimes yes, but
because there's some that
I
want.
There are a few that end up on Amazon or even in physical stores. If you go to the actual Sideshow Hot Toys website, you can only buy them if you're pre-ordering them. If they're already out there, not on sale there. But if you go to stores and even other sites, again, Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, it's a pretty great online store.
I've been there.
They have Hot Toys there that are out, and they will just send them over.
Okay, because I told myself a couple years from now I want to start collecting those, but I almost bought my first one yesterday. I almost bought Bo-Katan for Mando.
Whoa.
Because I saw it was actually not bad. It was literally $265. I was like, that's not bad. But the only thing, it wasn't coming till next year, so I was like, I want it.
The only one I really missed out on having, this was on Forbidden Planet, and it's not quote-unquote cheap, but for what it was something that I kept my eyes on, and then eventually someone else bought it, or at least they took it out of the the front of the store, and it was a combo of Darth Vader and Palpatine in his throne, and it was for 300 something pounds. For two Hot Toys and the actual throne, that's an amazing price, but unfortunately
the only two I want is, I really want the Indiana Jones one. I really want that. I know that one's sold out everywhere. And then I think there's an Ash vs. the Army of Darkness one, which I love. Army of Darkness, so I'd always want that.
I saw an Ash. Forbidden Planet had constantly an Ash on their store.
My friends are going to Japan though. They're supposed to this year. They were supposed to go last year, but I didn't know about that store. I honestly high key might give them $1,000 and be like, here.
Yeah.
Please
bring me 3.
Bring me 3 of them.
Because they're hand painted, so all of them are different. Like none of them, like you can't, like when I got my Rey, she looks very much like Daisy Ridley, but you can see that she doesn't look like the pictures on the box. For example.
Yeah.
You know, there's always something different.
Yeah, so even if you get the same color Ren I got, it's gonna look, even though it's a mask, it's gonna look somewhat different.
Yeah, because it's hand painted. Yeah.
That's cool. Though. Right, that's how the amiibos are. I collect the amiibos, and they're all hand painted.
Yeah. Nude is here. Thank you so much for happy anniversary to Geeks on Roundtable and happy birthday to me. Thank you so much. Scott Cluna, do you have any horror movies or video games that deserve more of a spotlight from people? I just played Until Dawn, great game for the first time, and I enjoy the campy 90s Scream ways inspiration. Any suggestions? I don't actually play a lot of horror games. Until Dawn is actually the one. There is a horror game, and I don't know if it's pretty big or if anyone else knows about it, but I played it for the PS3. It's like an action meets horror because it's very slasher. It's called Slaughterhouse, and it was so much fun to play. I don't even remember like the story or anything for that. I just remembered I was a big hulking dude and just kept killing monsters and blood everywhere. You don't play a lot of video games, but
No.
can you think of any horror movies that deserve more of a spotlight?
No, I mean, I really enjoyed that one we watched the other day with Brittany Snow.
Oh,
Did I enjoy
Would You Rather?
Yeah.
Would You Rather? You enjoy that one?
Yeah, I didn't think it was terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, I really like the Frozen. So not the animated film.
Oh,
but the horror film Frozen, where they get stuck in the ski lift. I thought that was a good concept.
Okay.
Sorry, my taste isn't great for horror.
How about you, Zach?
I'm going to stay in the video game realm because I think you can find tons of different movies. If you like Until Dawn, those guys actually did make other games that are horror, but they're not as great. I'll be honest with that, they're not as great. But, I think most of them are pretty cheap. If you want to dive into more horror video games, though, here's some ones to really check out. Amnesia is fucking terrifying. As the first one and the newest one. If you never got to play PT, the PS4 demo, I'm sorry. That was the best, scariest thing I've ever played in my life. Condemned is really haunting. It's on the original PlayStation 3 and Xbox. The new Blair Witch game, I didn't finish it. I couldn't. I literally could not finish it.
Because it was bad or because it just scared you?
Both. The gameplay's kind of ass, but it is actually terrifying. Like, there was a part where I'm looking for this missing kid, and I find the kid's car, like the little toy car, and I throw it on the ground, and I walk away, and then, like, I'm pretty far down, and I hear it go off and screaming. So then I walk back down, and the kid's, like, brutally murdered. No, I didn't like that. I quit playing after the first 2 hours. Also, there's a lot of PC games. There's one called Phasmatopia or something like that, where you literally play with friends and you go into houses to hunt ghosts down, but it's actually pretty scary. And then the last one I'll actually give, if you have a PS5, Returnal comes out in April. It looks fucking fantastic. It looks great.
Heard of it.
And then it's a new game coming out. It's a AAA title. It looks haunting. It looks scary. It looks psychological. And then if you've never played Dead Space 1 is one of the scariest games I've ever played in my life.
Yeah.
I would also say, The Orphanage from Guillermo del Toro. I mean,
no, it's produced by him, but it's by
Jay
Bayona.
Yeah. Oh, that one terrifies me. Yeah.
That one is great too. Newt just arrived. Has anyone asked Zach about his thoughts on My Hero Academia? Yes, we are not going to dive too deep into it because I'm actually gonna do a review with Zach on my channel very, very soon. And I'm actually thinking of doing something else for my channel. Nobody knows about it. Yes, she doesn't know about it. Zach doesn't know about it, so I might just announce it.
He's gonna review
right
porn.
before. No, I'm gonna review something, but not porn. Porn is just great all around, as long as you see what you're there to see. Nate Ackenbauer, trying to get into anime. What is a good start? Dragon Ball. You start with the GOAT. You start with the greatest of all time.
Let me say this. No, My Hero. I can't say this enough. I think My Hero is so accessible. I love Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball, but there are some times where it's like 30 episodes span. The same fight, and I love Dragon Ball nostalgic wise, but like Come on, Ren.
it's true. My Hero is if you're already like into superheroes and comics and all this stuff, My Hero is very, very accessible because it's not one of those long-running animes. It has seasons. It has seasons that can be broken down into like the first one is 13 or 12 episodes. The other ones are like
so
20
easy to watch.
20 something episodes per season. So it's very easy to watch. But Dragon Ball is the GOAT. That's always my go-to. Mm-hmm. But if you want to start slow, yes, My Hero is a great one. Or Cowboy Bebop is another great one.
Death Note.
It's a one-season show, 20-something episodes. Yeah. Death Note is great.
Let me throw out this though. If you really want to get into it, Studio Ghibli. And
Studio Ghibli is very accessible
Mononoke,
too.
Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, all
Moving
those.
Castle.
Yep. Yeah. All those movies. If you don't like them, I'd be shocked. I genuinely think you would be shocked, just because those, I think, like, that's how I got into anime, was Studio Ghibli. Yeah. So, and then Dragon Ball was like my next introduction to the world. But any of those more short run stuff, I would say is probably the better bet, like the movies and Akira, Ghost in the Shell.
The original Ghost in the Shell, 1995. That's just perfect.
But yeah, definitely that inspired almost every sci-fi film that you see now.
Yeah.
So definitely check those out. But I would probably recommend that before a show. I think a show is a lot of weight because Dragon Ball, Naruto, the main ones have over 900 episodes.
If you're starting with movies as well, Your Name is definitely one you must watch. Great one.
Also, when Marnie was there, because I feel like no one talks about that one.
That one is super underrated. That's in my top 5 Ghibli movies. Hari Prasath, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What time is it over there right now? Right here, right now is 3:11 p.m. Over where Zach is, it's 8:11 p.m.
And that'll change soon because we don't go by daylight saving times, and that's about to happen soon.
Nice.
That's true. Gico BP, The Descent by Neil Marshall, I really like that movie. Most people like that movie. I am in the minority. So you're in good company. Too bad he went on to do Hellboy. That's true. He directed something
wasn't his fault.
Those, though,
wasn't his. Yeah, he did Game of Thrones, but Hellboy wasn't his fault. I can't defend that enough.
He did Blackwater. Wasn't that Neil Marshall?
He did a lot of the big episodes.
For sure.
But yeah, guys, Hellboy was not his fault. They literally kicked him out of the editing room and told him no.
True. Favorite My Hero characters. Okay, so for me, definitely All Might is number 1. Deku is second because All Might is number 1, period. And Todoroki, Shota Todoroki is definitely number 3 because I like the dark characters. Not angry characters like Bakugo. I love Bakugo, don't get me wrong, but people with trauma, I'm very attracted to them, and it helps that Shota Todoroki is voiced by the same person who voices Sasuke in Naruto, my favorite character. Least favorite character who's still alive.
I fucking knew it. It sounded like him too.
Yeah, I'm an Uchiha, dude. In Naruto, I'm an Uchiha. My favorite characters literally are number 1 Itachi, number 2 Obito, number 3 Sasuke.
Okay. See, my number 1 in Naruto is Kakashi, but then it goes Itachi, and then probably Sasuke.
Okay. How about My Hero?
My Hero. So Todoroki, my number 1 right now. I love him to death. All Might's my number 2. I just adore All Might to all pieces. What's the bird guy's name? I fucking love the bird. Dude.
He's down there. He's right there. No, I put him in place. Fumikage Tokoyami.
Okay,
Tokoyami, that's his name.
Love him. Deku is so relatable. But there's something about My Hero that I can say is that I literally like every character in there. Like the only character that's annoying to me is Bakugo. Is that how you say his name?
Really? I thought you were gonna say Mineta.
Which one's that?
The grape guy.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Oh god. Okay, wait. Okay, never mind. Bakugo.
I like Mineta too, but he is.
But again, I'm only 2 seasons in. Bakugo is just kind of immature and stuff. But the 2 characters that I think are okay. That kid, like, I just had the thing where he was like peeping on the girl. I'm like, you're so fucking nuts, stupid. The other character I don't like, the belly button dude. I literally think he's so annoying. The one that shoots the laser beam out of his belly button.
Oh, yeah. I know who that is. Yeah.
I hate him so much.
I like the frog girl.
Frog girl.
Frippy.
Frippy.
I do like Deku's little crush.
Uraraka, who controls gravity.
Yes. That is a really, I mean, they're all really greatly written. Like tomorrow, you could ask, and my favorite characters might change. I love Eraserhead too. I love him.
You know who voices Eraserhead? Are you watching the English dub or the Japanese dub?
I do dub. It's
Okay.
easier for me to watch.
So when I was saying Todoroki is voiced by Sasuke is in the Japanese dub. Maybe it happens in the English dub too, but I don't know. But Eraserhead in the original dub, in the Japanese dub, is voiced by the guy who voices Kakashi.
Oh, really? Okay, no wonder I love him. No wonder I love him.
When I was getting another friend into My Hero, I said, there's a guy there who's basically Kakashi, but even darker with barely any sense of humor, and that's Eraserhead. All right. Lemonade Scott, start with Dragon Ball Z. That was my first anime. I was actually going to suggest start with Dragon Ball, then go into Dragon Ball Z, and then do Super. I'm a fan of GT, but since it's not canon, I think it's okay to skip it. GColbyP, who are some music artists? No, wait a minute. Do you have a My Hero favorite character?
I said the frog.
Oh yeah, that's right. Apologies.
From what I've seen.
Who are some music artists that a lot of your friends wouldn't expect you to like or listen to based on your music taste? I think I'm pretty obvious actually. I don't think I have one that doesn't quote unquote make sense and that leaves people surprised. Because I'm more of a score guy anyway, so you'll probably only see me listening to like bands and artists when I'm working out. Outside of that, it's basically movie scores is what I listen to. How about you? Do you have?
I mean, I would say that knowing me, people will probably be surprised at the amount of Megan Thee Stallion I listen to.
Okay.
But at the same time, she's like, yeah.
Oh my god.
But maybe because I do have a few playlists with like older like Elvis tunes and Springsteen and stuff, and I don't think people expect me to listen to that. So I would say those are mine.
All right.
What about you, Zach?
Everything. I mean, honestly, like I listen to every sort of music, rock, rap, pop, R&B, classic Elvis, whatever you say, I listen to it. My favorite music artists is though a lot of it my friends or not my friends. My dad, like I grew up with like his music, so he's really into Nirvana, the Foo Fighters, the Rolling Stones, the Who. My first concert ever was the Who. Like that was my first concert.
That's awesome.
So, and then, I've only been to 2 other concerts after that, and both of them were the Foo Fighters, which hands down were some of the best experiences. One of them was when Dave Grohl's leg was broken, so he's in his fucking giant throne, and it was just story time and him rocking out. And he would play like Led Zeppelin randomly. It was great. So like that'll always be my favorite, always my favorite artist. But I also love Black Bear. I love everything. And then, you know what? Like, that Birds of Prey album, they had a Doja Cat on there. Dude, I listen to that song, like, every single day. Boss Ass Bitch or whatever. It just gets me hyped in the car. Yeah, I'll drive down the road feeling like I'm Harley Quinn, so.
Yes.
All right, someone else is throwing in suggestions for Nate Ackenbauer, and one I forgot to do was Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's also a 1-season show, but it's a little bit longer. It's like 65 episodes, something like that. But as soon as you're done with those 65 episodes, you're done with the show, and it's a great show. But just watch Brotherhood. Don't watch the other one. The one that's
I've only seen the other one. I've only seen the other one.
Dude, that one doesn't count. It's not canon.
I watched
just watch Brotherhood.
What about Fate?
What about Neverland? What about your Neverland show?
Oh, that's true, but that one is going right now, so before like recommending it, I need to see where it goes, and I'm behind 2 episodes on Neverland, speaking of. One you also need to start watching, because I'm sure it's on Hulu as well. But yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist, and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works is the greatest anime of all time. It's my favorite anime of all time. You should totally watch that one. It's also like 23 episodes, but watch Fate Zero. Before that one, because it's the prequel, but it's better if you watch that one beforehand. Jack Alexander, do you want to see more DC animated shows on HBO Max and Marvel animated shows on Disney Plus? Like, there are a lot of people who love shows like Batman the Animated Series, Young Justice, etc. I want to see more DC animated shows on HBO Max if they are more in the veins of a Batman the Animated Series, Justice League, and Justice League Unlimited, a Young Justice. Not if they're like Justice League Action and that new look that we got at the Aquaman animated show. Harley Quinn is literally the only thing that holds up as far as current DC animation is concerned. The movies themselves are hit and miss. Literally, I see one I really like, I see the next one, it's just okay. Marvel animated shows, yes, and I think if What If works, they're going to expand even more and tell stories, not only in live action shows, but also animated shows. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I want to see more Harley Quinn type shows, like risky, R-rated animation. Yeah. I think that's really cool.
All right. Zach, how about you?
I've been saying it. I don't know why DC doesn't just grab old scripts that they canceled and not make them in the animated films. I want to see George Miller's Justice League. I want to see, we're not going to get a part 2 to the Zack Snyder, but you could easily do it for animation. It would make its money back. There's so many constant things. I've been saying animation's a great thing, and I want more Star Wars animation. I want more Marvel animation. I want more of these all doing it. I think there's such a high medium for that. I mean, Raya and the Last Dragon. If we don't get a damn Disney Plus show that takes place in that world, I'll be absolutely shocked. But, it's okay. We're getting, every other thing under the damn sun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right. Nate Eckenbauer, everyone should go check out Freaks and Geeks on Hulu. Freaks and Geeks is awesome. I love that show. Too bad it was canceled. Linda Carlini, Seth Rogen, James Franco, Jason Segel. So many people started in that show.
Sam Levine.
Go watch it if you haven't. Yeah, Sam Levine, who's now in the Schmodown. Do you have hope now with Fast 9 being pushed back to June and kind of leaving May open for Black Widow? Do you have hope we'll actually get it? I don't think it'll get pushed again, but we hold out hope. Okay, so I'm going to say what I've been saying for the past 2-3 Geeks of the Roundtable shows. I think Black Widow is going to get bumped one more time. When I say bumped, it's a delay, but it's not a big delay. Let's say between 30 to 60 days, and I don't even think it's going to reach the 60 days, but I think it needs a little bump because early May 6th, which is the current release date, I think it's a little bit too soon, so it needs an extra, let's just adjust it and go to a time zone that feels right, feels correct, feels safer with all the vaccine rollout and all that. So I think it's going to get one more bump. But it's not something major, something big. Fast 9 just got another delay, but it's not that big. They were coming out late May, if I'm not mistaken.
Minions got a huge one, though. Minions got a huge one. Minions
but nobody cares about that.
I kind of do.
I slept on that news. What do you think? Agree with me this week?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think Hope and Fast 9 should be in the same sentence. Just kidding.
Fast 9 should only be in the same sentence as family.
Exactly. I think because also, I mean, here in the UK, theaters only open in mid-May.
Yeah.
So I think maybe the beginning of May might be a bit too soon for Black Widow, but and I really don't want them to do the Disney Plus thing.
Unless it's free.
Unless it's free, yes. That would
we
be
already
nice,
paid for Raya and the Last Dragon, and that's enough.
We also don't want Black Widow to flop, so...
Yes.
Yeah.
Theaters.
Okay.
Do you agree, Zach?
So here's my thing. If it gets pushed, it's going to Shang-Chi's date. That's it.
Oh, really? You think it's going to go that far?
I just looked, and unless other movies get pushed, there's no spots. Because right after May 21st, where Free Guy comes out, every single week, there's a fucking movie. It's Free Guy and Spiral, then Cruella and A Quiet Place 2. Then after that, you have The Conjuring 3, which that's going to smack. You also have The Samaritan. When that trailer comes out, that's probably going to be good. Sylvester Stallone, that superhero movie made by Julius Avery. And then you have In the Heights and Luca. Then you have Fast 9 and Venom, which Venom's getting pushed back. We already know that one. Top Gun right after that. And then Shang-Chi. I'm like, that's back to back to back. I'm like, that's... True. I'm going to be honest, I don't think it gets pushed. But I think we find out this week because Raya didn't do so well, which sucks. But I also look at that and say, you got to remember, families only go to the theaters once a month maybe. And maybe Raya should have came out the week before Tom and Jerry. I think it would have done better. But I also will say this. I went to the Disney store yesterday to look for one thing. And all the Raya stuff was getting bought in. So, and there's a movie theater right next to that mall. So it seemed like these parents had just come out of the theater and they were with their kids now buying them stuff. So I think Raya, I think for the people who are seeing Raya, they're really enjoying it. I just think it's an unknown property and people are going to. But you put Black Widow in theaters, I think it kills, no matter where it's at.
Oh, yeah.
I think people want to go back to the theaters.
Especially now after WandaVision, people are hyped again for the MCU. We're in the rollout. And now with Falcon and Winter Soldier coming out in 2 weeks.
And people want to jump back into that. I think they keep Black Widow. I think Disney takes the hit. Now, if this was a Shang-Chi, the Eternals, that gets pushed back. But I think Black Widow has the name. I think Black Widow, people know who she is. People want to see it. I'm more interested to see if Free Guy stays in its spot for May 21st.
I've been guessing that the one goes to, if not completely to streaming, it gets like the hybrid release.
Yeah. The only other one I'm still kind of sitting on, because if we don't get if the Black Widow marketing doesn't pick up in April, it's not coming out. At least by the end of this month to April, they gotta push it, because it felt like Raya, they waited till the last month anyways, the month before, like February, January. So let's see where it goes.
All right. Tony Movie Chappie, what's the first movie that you guys saw that made you who you are today as a film lover? That's a great question. I know I have answered it a few times. Not that I mind answering it again. But there are 2 movies that I credit with that. The first one is Gladiator by Ridley Scott with Russell Crowe starring. That was the first movie that I watched and I was like, I like movies like a lot, more than anything else. And the second one was Batman Begins, Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins, that made me realize, I watched that movie and I was like, I want to do this. I want to be a director when I grow up. At the time, I said when I grow up. So those are the 2 movies that I always credit with making me who I am, as a film lover, as a filmmaker, whatever. While Bruno searches for hers, how about you, Zach?
Okay, so the first film I ever saw in theaters, I think, was Toy Story 2, and I just remember that's like the movie. But I've mentioned it. I said it on when you had me on for Origin Story. It was actually a show that made me realize I want to get into studying this. Is Breaking Bad. Yeah. Breaking Bad is phenomenally written show from every standpoint. But if we're just looking at a movie,
it can be a show. If it was a show for you, it's a show.
But movie-wise, maybe Inception. Honestly, because I was utterly blown away when I walked out of that theater.
All right. How about you?
I mean, if it's not... I don't want to count animated films.
Why not?
I mean, those were the first ones I watched. But if I'm going to say, like, a movie that made me want to be a director, I would say would probably be Atonement. Just because it was the first movie I watched the behind the scenes of. And at the time, it had the longest one-shot Steadicam shot in any movie. And I remember watching behind the scenes and I thought, wow, that's so cool. I want to do that. In terms of writing, I would say it was a bit before that. I was a major fan of like the TV shows Bones and Castle and all of that. And I just wanted to know more and more, so I kept searching for the scripts of that.
Okay.
And I realized that I wanted to write scripts then. But it's not a very exciting option, but yeah.
All right.
And also Star Wars, yeah.
All right, GKOVP, one party movie that wouldn't be the best would probably be This Is the End. That is a great movie. You don't want to party when the end of the world is happening. It's true, but it's a great movie to watch at a party. That's a good call. Again, goes back into the thing that I said, like comedies in general.
I actually watched it at a party for the first time.
Nice.
So.
I watched it at home because it didn't come out for like a year in Portugal. Austin asks, SPC Bird asks, thoughts on the Halloween franchise? I've only ever seen the first one, the sequel, and the new one. I never got into the H2O and all those sequels that were made. The original one is a masterpiece by John Carpenter. Very disappointed in the sequel that they made. The recent one is okay. I thought it was okay. I thought the Michael Myers stuff worked very well. The rest of it, unfortunately, not so much. Zach, how about you?
I love the original. I think the original is one of the most iconic horror films of all time. I don't remember the second one, don't remember the third one, don't remember the fourth one, don't remember the fifth one. I don't really care to ever rewatch them because who gives a shit about them, because apparently most of them are ass. The newest one, though, I really, really enjoy. I think it's really, really enjoyable. I hope Halloween Kills is better.
Yeah.
All right. How about you?
Yeah, I agree. First one is amazing, and the latest one I enjoyed as well.
All right. Nude asks, how would you rank the WandaVision episode? Zach has a video on it, so we're not going to say his ranking here. Oh, I would go... Honestly, the more and more I think about it, it went up. So number 1 for me is number 8. Not the finale, the penultimate episode. Then number 5. Number 9, the finale. Number 3. Number 6. Number 6. What else is missing? Then episode 2, episode 1, episode 7, and episode 4, finally. Episode 4, it's not that it's a bad episode, but it's just the one that ranks the last. How about you?
I don't really have a ranking. I would say my favorites are the 70s episode when she has the babies.
Okay, so episode 3.
Yeah, I really love the Evan Peters episode when he shows up for the first time.
Okay, episode 5.
And obviously the, gotta...
Yeah, episode 7.
My sister, Agatha. I love that one. And the finale, yeah.
All right.
But I love them all.
Jacoby P, we all know Ren sings, we're all in this together. I do not. And I will not sing because singing on camera gives me anxiety. So that's it.
Turn your camera off and just start singing.
By the way, Zach, I saw this on TikTok. Every song for a High School Musical franchise, you can do the We're All in This Together choreography to every song, and it matches in perfect beat.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Any of the songs.
Even the depressing ones?
He's gonna...
Yeah.
Okay.
Even the depressing ones.
I know what I'm doing today.
Tyler Van asks, most confusing movie you've ever seen. I know this one. It's not. Why am I? Predestination. Predestination is the most confusing film you will ever see, and that's not a bad thing because.
Watch it, Zach.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Predestination?
Yeah, I told you.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yeah,
it's from the directors who did Daybreakers, and then they went on to do the Saw movie that completely failed. That was awful.
Jigsaw. Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, watch Predestination. Going to it completely blind if you haven't. It will blow your mind. You have no idea.
Okay.
And we're watching Dark right now.
We're watching Dark.
That's a great show.
She's watching. They finished the first season. We're at any point we'll start the second one. Nude as Turan and Bruna, so not you, Zach. Get out of here. Name a film that you think got an absurd, ridiculous title, a Portuguese title.
The Godfather.
So many. Yeah. Well, I think that one is the Brazilian title though, so I don't know if it counts.
Is it not the same?
I don't think so. I think in Portuguese it's just literally The Godfather.
Mm-hmm. That's the one that stands out to me.
Just in Brazilian it would translate to The Powerful Boss.
Oh, we did see one very recent. Oh, okay. So there's this one we saw two actually recently. We saw that one that had what you did last summer.
Oh yeah, because they wrote it wrong.
In the Portuguese poster, there's a mistake in the title, and they never corrected it.
Yeah.
And then we saw one recently that was so bad. Oh, it was for a Marvel thing.
For a Marvel thing.
Or for a Disney Plus thing. I don't know.
I don't because there are so many. Like 9 times out of 10 if you translate a title to Portuguese it will sound bad. So I'm not remembering, but they're just
for the new Star Wars. The new Star Wars animated. The Bad Batch.
Oh yeah, the Bad Batch. There's
What is it?
They translated it to something that would apply to, you know how in supermarkets you get to let's say the yogurts, you get a batch of them.
Yeah.
It's that, but it's worded in a wrong way that just sounds like you're watching a show about expired food.
Yeah, but the Godfather, what is it?
The Godfather in Portuguese is just like the Godfather, Padrinho. In Brazilian, it would translate to like the powerful boss.
Yeah.
That's
and
funny.
It sucks. All right, thoughts on the Transformers movies? Like the first one, like the second one. The third one is from the same director that did Taken 3, so the less said about that, the better. I watched the remake once, and technically I didn't even watch it because I put it on as I was going to fall asleep, so I just left it on and I fell asleep, so it doesn't count.
I only love Bumblebee. Bumblebee has my heart.
Transporter. Yes, with Jason Statham.
Transformers.
I did. I'm sorry. That's
okay,
on me.
then I have no idea.
You
Sorry.
have not seen it. Okay, Zach, you.
I've only seen the first one.
Okay. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good.
Scott Luna, have you read about Zack Snyder had planned for Justice League 2 and 3? I never heard about 3. Justice League 3 was going to be Fury Road inspired with the dark side takeover of Earth, mixed with supposed endgame time travel plot point. Would love to see that, because I'm a fan of Snyder, so why not? Zach, anything to add? Would you like to see this?
I mean, I just want his story finished. Since apparently it's going to be a giant fucking cliffhanger, but...
Maybe we'll still get it in animation. Or maybe like in a comic book. They release a graphic novel that's just League 2 and 3. How about you? Would you like to see it? Or are you just tired of Snyder and DC movies?
Look, I don't want to say...
What if Harley Quinn's in it?
Sure, yes.
Okay.
Only if Harley is in it. That's fine.
All right. This is actually very easy for me. Joe Fletcher. Wanda. Oh no, I understood the question wrong. Okay, WandaVision or Mando season 2.
Easy.
I want to say WandaVision for me, even though Ahsoka is like one of my favorite characters of all time.
She is the best Star Wars character.
Yeah, so it's hard, but I'll say WandaVision for me.
Mando season 2 has the better finale. But WandaVision as a whole is the more unique show, is the more unexpected show, and sets up the more exciting things for the future, which I'm sure some people see that as a flaw, that it worked a lot of stuff, and it just set up a lot of stuff into the future. Right now I'm going to say WandaVision. If next week you ask me again, I might say something different.
All right.
How about you, Zach?
I'm gonna say Mando. I think as much as I literally posted a video this morning called "Why I Love WandaVision," and I love WandaVision. I fucking hate the Quicksilver stuff. I absolutely hate the Ralph Boner thing. I think that's the dumbest thing in the whole entire world. Sorry if you guys haven't watched the new episode yet. It's been out for 24 hours now. At this point, I think it kind of comes down to be a little bit safe. I think WandaVision is a more emotional series, especially when it comes down to grief. I mean, that one line, what is grief if not love preserving?
Yeah.
But I watched the finale 3 times now.
Okay.
I think that is a really clunky finale. The more and more I think about it, I have a lot of issues with that finale and the way that it was made. Not certain moments, but in just the pacing of it and elements like that. So when it comes to what left me with a better taste in my mouth, Mando left me with a better taste because of that finale. And I do think Mando sets up a lot of cool things for the future, the Mandalorian.
Oh, it does, for sure.
But, I'm more of a if you ask me Star Wars or Marvel, I'm probably going to pick Star Wars in the end of the day.
Okay.
So it's tough, but I think WandaVision on an emotional scale is better, and even honestly probably performances too. And it's more unique and stuff. But Mando, I feel like, was more satisfying. Like for me as a Star Wars fan, seeing everything they brought about in there. So I don't know. There's two. It's kind of hard because for me they're both completely separate things.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's like comparing an apple to a broccoli. Like you can't do that.
What was a film that was your Phantom Menace? A movie you used to defend that over time you started to realize it's not very good? For me, it's Amazing Spider-Man and A Million Ways to Die in the West. I've always felt like A Million Ways to Die in the West gets way too bad a rap. I don't think it's great or anything, but I enjoyed it more than most.
Garbage.
Oh, what's
a movie
Phantom
I will defend
Menace?
though? Ted fucking 2 is funny as shit.
Oh, it's funnier than the first one.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. I agree. Ted 2 is funnier than the first, but the story is not as good as the first.
Exactly. It's one of those. It's very cute. The laughs are bigger in Ted 2, but the film as a whole is better in the first one.
Yeah. So,
what's my Phantom Menace? What's my Phantom Menace? That's a really good one.
Well, is it that I still defend to today, but I know it's not that great?
No, it's a movie that over time you start realizing, okay, this is not good.
I have one.
And at this point you don't like it.
Honestly, Justice League. I walked out of that movie really, really liking it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, before the behind-the-scenes stuff came out, I saw it again in theaters, and I was like, it's good, but I don't love it anymore. And then I saw it again, and this was the last time that I had rose-tinted glasses over me for any film. After this, I learned. And I remember I just watched it recently, and I absolutely hate the film now. I don't like it anymore. Maybe that's because of the background stuff, but it doesn't feel great. Like I used to watch as a guilty pleasure, not even anymore. I will still defend the Amazing Spider-Man movies, though.
How dare you?
Yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man would be one for me. I really enjoyed it when it came out, and now it's like, okay, I can see it. I can see why people don't like it.
Okay, I hate both those movies, especially the second one, but I never liked the first one either.
Well,
if I had to have one, and maybe I'm forgetting something, but this one happened pretty quick. I went to this is good, and to really despising it very quick over a weekend. The weekend it was released, in fact, because I saw it 3 times.
Can I guess?
Suicide
I know
Squad.
What it is. Yeah.
Okay, I just said it. Yeah.
I knew it.
You liked
the
it
first time I saw it, I was disappointed, but I was like, but I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. Saw it the next day again, and I had less fun with it. Saw it then on a Sunday or something with you, and it was like, no, I hate this.
I remember when we first watched it, I was just laughing the whole time, not to cry. That was like my mechanism was like, I don't want to cry with this, so I'm just going to laugh at how ridiculous. But can I say,
yes.
The Fantastic Four, the first 2, I love those films as a kid.
Yeah,
they're still fun. Fair. They're still fun.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I can see why people wouldn't like them, although I still kind of do.
What about the new one? Did you walk out of that one and wanted to defend it?
Oh, awful, yeah. I watched it before Ren, and I warned him. I was like, Ren, no, it's really...
I had a curious case with that one, because as soon as the first reviews came out and everyone started saying it's absolute shit, I got more excited for it. Because I wasn't excited before. I didn't like the trailers. I was like in the minority. Everyone loved the trailers and whatnot, and I was like, yeah, that didn't work for me. I'm not excited. And so when everybody started saying it's shit, I was like, haha, I was right.
I'm so excited.
Dude, you guys, Tyler Tompkins, he gave it if you talk to him, he fully believes that's a 4.5 out of 5.
Jesus.
No.
And he's not even like joking. Like he very, very defends it. He thinks it's one of the best comic book films ever.
Okay.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Tyler Van, Joel Schumacher gets a bad rap because of his 2 Batman films, but he actually has a handful of legit good ones. I agree. We're just talking about The Lost Boys. It's a great movie.
Yep.
Jorge asks, do you think the Marvel shows are a good format? Yes. 1,000,000%. It's been proven. It's the #1 show in the world. Don't do the 2-episode release anymore. Just release 1 episode at a time. Or you should have released like
I don't think they'll do it for Falcon. I don't think.
But even for WandaVision, they should have released the first 3 episodes.
I think it was because the episodes are so short.
I know, but they gave critics the first 3 episodes.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
And then when you see the 3 episodes, you're like, okay, so episode 3 is the end of Act 1, and it was so clear, so obvious. I think they should have released like 1 a week, or release the 3 episodes altogether.
I'm curious to see. Honestly, I'm curious to see what they do with What If.
Yeah.
I think What If could work with just 2 episodes, or even 3, because it's going to be 20 minutes. It's going to be something completely different one from the other. I think if you do like parts, like if you do an episode that's part 1 and a part 2, you release those together.
I deep down, Ren, I actually think they might release What If like the Legends series, depending on how long the episodes are.
Okay, so like 2 episodes together.
Yeah, and then a couple months down the road we get another 2, and then a couple months. Like if they're like an hour each, maybe 45 to an hour. I think we could possibly get that because they're interesting. So
yeah,
we'll see.
I think they're going to be 20 minutes though. Just count on it as a regular runtime for an animated show.
I don't like that.
Think of the movie you love the most. Okay, is there a thing you would change that think would improve it?
Nope.
No, my favorite movie is perfect.
I would say the whole history behind it, because one of my favorite films is The Wizard of Oz, and the whole history behind it is so problematic that I'm just like.
That's fair.
It's hard to love it, but yeah.
All right. Scott Gluna, y'all think Godzilla is gonna die in Godzilla versus quote-unquote die in Godzilla versus Kong, and we'll possibly get another Kong film, but it'll actually be called King Kong, because now he's king of monsters after the events of the film. No, I don't think so.
This is
I hope we do.
Just so
I hope we do. Yeah, I hope we do, because Kong is gonna win, and he's the best. Yeah. And he's an actual character, not just a plot device to get things done. So he's going to win, but they're going to team up after that. Whoever wins, and it's going to be Kong. After that, even Kong, who beats Godzilla, won't be able to take care of Mechagodzilla on his own, so he will need help, and they will team up, and then they will go their separate
A lot of people
ways.
throw stuff out though. People also need to know. I mean, Godzilla almost died in the second one, so and if it wasn't for whatever that guy's name is, I mean,
Ken Watanabe. I just remember the name of the actor.
He would have died. So, I mean, people were being like, "Oh, well, the United States is giving Kong some weapons." Yeah, but Kong's he has a brain and he's fast as shit. Like, Godzilla is slow as fuck. I don't think people
Godzilla is just a spicy iguana.
Exactly.
Clifford Lizard. That's what 3C Films calls him.
Exactly.
Nice.
Anything to add?
No.
Okay. We're all Team Kong here.
Yeah.
If Kong, I'm
winners.
willing to bet fucking money on Kong. But you know what? Vegas, though,
I won't, but I'd be willing to.
Well, in Vegas, people are actually betting on it, which I don't think is smart, because someone who was on production could easily just go to fucking Vegas and bet money.
Yeah.
But Kong is winning right now. For like that's the typical bet.
All right. Do you know you were right? March this year is awesome. It is. It is awesome every year. Even last year, which is the month everything went to shit, but it was still my birthday. It was still Zach's birthday, so it was awesome.
We still went to Amsterdam, so that was fun.
Yay.
And then
1 year today. We went. Gico BP, what is a casting for a movie that some say was miscast, but he thought the role was fine? For me, it's Chris Pratt. In Onward, one reviewer said he didn't like his voice work because it came off one of two... Yeah, this is the second one. As smug and said Jack Black would have been a better choice. Jack Black wouldn't be able to play the brother. But I thought Pratt was great in the role, and he didn't come off smug to me. This character reminded me of his role in Parks and Rec. Yeah, I can't say I agree with the Parks and Rec part, because I just never watched Parks and Rec. But yeah, I don't agree that he came off smug at all. He was really good. I think Jack Black, at this point at least, would be able to play the brother. What's a role people thought was a miscast, but I thought the role was fine? That's a good... Because I have lots of, like, the reverse that I agree roles were miscast.
You know, a similar story to this is the Promising Young Woman, that reviewer who said Margot Robbie would have been more attractive. I think he was wrong. I think
I don't know how you say that, though, because
he was wrong and he completely missed the point of the movie.
But, well, 100%, and that's the thing. We can have a whole debate on that, like on what the film... It just shows men are a piece of shit. I mean, flat out.
Sorry.
Like, no, but it's
Not
like, I guarantee if that guy... Like, again, if Promising Young Woman was real and all that stuff like that, who knows? Maybe there is someone out there who's doing what exactly she does, cutting the men's penises off, and so that'd be awesome. Yeah. Maybe it's Bruno. Maybe Bruno does it. You know, you never know.
I'm going. Bye.
All right. Let's take a few fast ones. Joe Fletcher, most underrated or overrated DC movie ever? Underrated, Man of Steel. Not even a question about it. Overrated. Probably just because there's not that big of a pool to choose from, I'm gonna say, and I know Bruno's gonna disagree, Zach is gonna disagree, but I'm gonna say Birds of Prey.
Oh
no!
Oh,
just because there isn't another that I think is, just because there isn't another that I think is improperly
I thought you were gonna
rated.
say Shazam. I thought you were gonna say Shazam.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
No,
I love Shazam.
Yeah.
It's better than Birds of Prey.
No.
Yeah, I agree with
I'll
that.
say that.
Shazam's my second favorite DCEU film.
Okay.
Wow. Mine is Aquaman.
Underrated. I have one for underrated because they got dragged through this shit. Wonder Woman 84. I don't care what anyone says. That's better than the first one. I loved it. I thought it was such a great homage to the dude. But here, I'm not a big fan of that first one either. I'm not a big fan of the first one.
Okay.
I love what they did with the whole homage to Christopher Reeves, Superman, all that sorts of stuff. So I just ate this shit up. I watched that film like 5 times while it was on HBO Max. That's the one pro to having it on HBO Max, is I didn't have to go to the theaters like 5 times to watch it. Like, I saw it twice in theaters, and I was like, hey, I can watch it at home. Overrated though. I don't have one really. Because I like them all. You know, even thinking of ones that aren't in the universe, I like all of them. I guess I don't want to go there.
I would say underrated I mean, I agree with Zach on Wonder Woman. I like the second one better.
Oh, really? Yes. I did not know that.
I think, because I think the third act of the first one is like...
Yes.
Okay.
It really kills it for me. But I love you, Patty. I love you with all my heart. She also rollerblades, by the way.
It also wasn't her fault, though, the ending to the first one.
Exactly. It wasn't your fault, Patty. And I would say overrated just because it won the Oscar, Suicide Squad. Like, I have no idea why that happened, but it happened.
All right. Jorge, what is your favorite Mexican and Spanish actor? Spanish actor, Antonio Banderas. Why not?
Yeah.
Mexican. Who is Mexican? Salma Hayek, Diego Luna.
Like that.
I'm going to go Diego Luna. Alfonso Cuarón is not an actor. Oh, no. I'm going to go... Why am I forgetting his name? Machete.
Don't know his name. By heart. Sorry. I know the face.
Oh, god damn it. I know his face too. I just...
There it is.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah, there we go.
Danny Trejo.
Does it have to be an actor, or can I pick a director?
You can go direct. I mean, Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, Mexican director.
And Cuarón.
Del Toro.
And Cuarón. And Alfonso.
If I'm going actor, probably Salma Hayek. Spanish-wise, Javier Bardem or Penelope Cruz.
It's also a good one. Yeah, husband and wife.
Just a little secret. If you guys want to know, Cuarón's daughter has a TikTok, and he's on there quite a few times.
Is he?
Really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
I'll send you.
And apparently he's really tall, dude. He's like 6'4" or something.
I'm not shook. Like, at all.
Okay. What actor has done a great job of recent transitioning into a producer role as well as sticking to the acting part? Margot Robbie is what I was going to say. Has done amazing thus far with I, Tonya, and probably literally the one I was going to say. Outside of her, I mean, you think more of this person as actor director, but he also produced a lot. So Ben Affleck,
Brad Pitt.
Great one.
That was going to be mine. Brad Pitt is literally. I think in the next couple of years we're going to see him definitely start transitioning out more, like completely out of acting and going into producing and directing. I think Bullet Train might be one of his last films, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was actually going to be his last one, but.
All right, Dominici and Scott, do you watch those Bully Maguire funny videos? I've seen ones here and there, but it's not exactly something I follow. Didn't even know there was like a series of them. I just catch random ones. You, as far as I understand, you saw a few, but don't follow. How about you, Zach?
No idea what the fuck that is.
Me neither.
All right.
What is it?
It's just meme-ified videos with scenes of Bully Maguire from Spider-Man 3, and he's just in awkward situations, like he shows up in the endgame scene.
I've seen those.
Okay, I think so, yeah.
M-Chat says, I've got the Hot Toys Iron Man from Infinity War, and Ahsoka from Clone Wars Season 7 is on pre-order. Okay, give me your address. I'm going to rob you, okay?
I want the Ahsoka one.
Especially for the Ahsoka one, yes. Scott Cluna shouting out, if you haven't seen Promising Young Woman, go do it now. Yes, it's in mine and Zach's top 10 of last year, so go check those videos out as well if you haven't. M-Chat, also, not sure whether you mentioned this when talking about Hot Toys, but Zavi have a decent selection, tend to get in newly announced ones. Okay, so Zavi, more for the UK crowd, so if anyone else for the UK... Yeah?
Yeah,
okay,
so the shipping's a bitch.
Yeah, for anyone in the UK, it's much cheaper than it would be for Zach's.
But it takes a little bit to come. They won't. They will say that's like next day or 2-3 day delivery, but it's not. I ordered a second present for Ren that hasn't arrived yet. So.
Also,
it's not a hot toy though.
This came from Zavi too.
Yeah. It's not a hot toy though. Don't.
Okay. I wasn't. I wouldn't allow. I just spend that kind of money. Favorite Eddie Murphy movie? I'm going to go very recent on this. Dolomite Is My Name. It's his best movie. It's his best performance.
I wasn't that big of a fan of Dolomite. I wish I was.
Really?
Yeah, I think I watched it after the hype. I watched it like 5 months after it came out, and I just sat there like, it's good. Honestly, The First Coming to America. I was utterly love that movie. I love it.
The Shrek.
Good morning.
The Shrek.
Oh, Shrek. Yeah. Good morning, my neighbors.
My neighbors.
Fuck you. Fuck
you. Yes. Fuck you too.
Great. It's amazing.
GGOVP, does anyone get tired of the meme of people saying Josh Krasinski was in WandaVision and show a picture of Randall Park? It was funny at first, but people overusing it all. I don't get tired only because it happened when he showed up on the show, and then I just never saw it again. On my circle, everyone stopped making that joke. So for me, it didn't get old, but if people are still doing that to you, I completely understand.
I think it gets old because it takes a little bit away from Randall Park as well.
Yeah, true.
Because an amazing.
Who, if you guys haven't seen the romantic comedy from last year with him,
Always Be My Maybe. 2 years ago now. 2 years ago.
So good. I didn't know he wrote that film.
Oh yeah. I didn't know either until I started watching. Which upcoming show do you think has the opportunity to become a phenomenon and groundbreaking? And if your answer isn't The Last of Us on HBO, I'll be very disappointed because it's The Last of Us. Yeah, I'd probably say The Last of Us. Outside of that, you know what? We still don't know exactly what it will be, but anything that Ryan Coogler does with his deal with Disney of making shows in Wakanda.
Yeah. I think The Last of Us, I agree.
All right.
Adding to that real fast, though, I think that Alcolite Star Wars series, the one from the Russian.
All right. Acolyte, yeah.
Could be really cool.
All right. Jorge asks, do you think DC's new era is going to go well? They're stumbling right now. Because even though Bruna and Zach love Birds of Prey, there are also a lot of people like me who don't. There are people who hate it even more than me. I don't even hate it. I just didn't care for it.
Same with Wonder Woman.
Same with Wonder Woman. It's very divisive.
And I already know
right now they're stumbling.
Divisive. I already know.
Oh no shit! I'm gonna love it probably because I love Snyder's work.
I think I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna say my stuff. Then I'm going to jump off Twitter for a bit. And then Falcon Winter Soldier is going to come out. I'm going to talk about it, and then I'm going to jump off for that weekend. I do not want to hear anything on that. Because I know I'm going to like it, and I've said this so many times. If you don't like Zack Snyder's stuff, this film isn't fucking for you. It's just... I don't see a reason in you even watching it. Because if you don't like Man of Steel, and you don't like Batman vs. Superman especially, why the fuck do you think you're going to like this movie?
Yeah.
It's 4 hours of Zack Snyder.
Yeah. So. All right. We're running out of time. Let's get a little bit faster. Not really a question for Ren. Oh, well, fuck me then. Because he's seen it before the pandemic became... Oh, I know what you're going to say. She saw it too. Became a thing. I hate you. Thank you very much. But what are your thoughts on A Quiet Place getting bumped up 4 months? My heart is happy. Zach, you want to quickly get into this?
Dude, I'm fucking excited. I was so excited when I saw this happen. I'm like, oh my god, they're doing it. And smart, because... Why not? The movie's done. Just put it out. I'm happy I'm probably gonna be able to hopefully see this in theaters. Because the first Quiet Place, while I love it, you cannot watch that thing at home. It just doesn't have the same effect. I showed my family it. They didn't love it. My girlfriend doesn't really care to watch it because she's never seen it. And I'm like, I don't want to show you it at home. I want to show you in a theater. So I'm really hoping, because when the second one was coming out, I had tickets for a double feature. Yeah, so I'm really hoping they do that, but we'll see.
All right. Scott Kaluna with Raya and the Last Dragon coming out over the last weekend, which is awesome. Please, if you have the financial stability to pay for it because it's worth it. Or if you can go see it at a theater and you're safe, do it. It makes me think, what is your favorite movie Dragon or any other pieces of media that come to mind? Favorite movie Dragon?
Pete's Dragon is a good one.
Pete's Dragon is a good one. I don't think I have a favorite.
Mushu.
I have a
Mushu, yes. That's it for me.
Because right now when I think Dragon, my mind is leaning towards Pokemon, because I've been playing it.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Don't give us a copyright strike, Zach.
My voice
favorite
ain't
movie
that good.
Dragon, I don't know.
Maleficent is good.
Yeah! A very underrated Dragon movie is Reign of Fire with Christian Bale and Gerard Butler. That movie is damn good.
How to Train Your Dragon?
How to Train Your Dragon, of course!
Toothless.
Dumbass me.
Great one.
Yeah, that's a great one. Tyler Van, are there any movie scores that you dislike? Yeah, Zach's not gonna like this. Bruno has never seen it. I despise the score in anything when it comes to the sound mixing and editing of Uncut Gems.
Fuck
Do you have any that you dislike, Zach?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
If I hate it, I don't remember it.
Yeah. You just don't listen to it.
Yeah. Scott Kluna. I'm not even a big fan of anime, but I know people don't like to count it as one. But of course it counts as an anime. It's an anime. Yu-Gi-Oh is awesome. The first season. It's my favorite anime. Anything else I can't get into? What's the anime for you that made you fall for the genre? It's probably Dragon Ball for me. It was the first thing I watched. Then Pokemon, Digimon came out around the same time for me.
I guess technically I watched Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh first then.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh then came around a little bit after that. So those are a few ones, but probably Dragon Ball is the one. How many times have you watched the Batman trailer? Ooh, I watched it like 10 times when it came out. I haven't gone back to it yet, but I already have a folder on my computer for it with the stills and the poster and the trailer ready for the review when it comes out. How many times have you seen it, Zach?
I watch it almost every day. I'm not even joking.
All right. Let's take
if I could only see one movie, that's it.
Yeah. Let's take... Five more really good questions.
And if they suck, we're not answering them.
What is the worst movie to ever come out on your birthday? For me, it's Aeon Flux with Charlize Theron. Ooh, I have to research about it. This wasn't a movie that came out on my birthday, but I had like a special screening of it on my birthday. And it was Chappie, which I really like. Most people don't, so that's not the worst movie for me. Movies released on March 7th. Mr. Peabody and Sherman was really good. 300 Rise of an Empire was really good. Highlander was released on my birthday. I did not know that. Nothing awful is jumping out here. So I really don't know.
Oh, I mean, some people might think this movie is awful.
Yeah.
Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, that's not awful.
Oh, wait, yeah. I have one. I don't hate it, but it's a Sucker Punch.
Oh,
I don't like it, but I don't hate it either.
I just have a good one.
Yeah.
Not a bad one.
What else are we gonna do? What other question are we gonna take?
What you gonna do?
There's a Boy Meets Girl.
Did it go out to your headphone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Give us a second. We lost sound. Don't worry about it.
There we go.
Apologies, everyone. Okay, we're back. Can you talk for a second, Zach?
Hi.
Okay. You can't hear him, so let me change this. Headphones. Can we talk again?
Hello.
No. Is it connected? It is.
It is. See if the Bluetooth is...
Yeah. Turn Bluetooth off. Why?
We ran out of power on our headphones, guys. That's what's happening.
Ren broke it.
Do the test.
Yeah. You should be able to hear Zach.
Try and
Hello.
unmute him and unmute him again.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you.
Really? So it's fine.
No. I can't hear Zach. Let us go out of the stream for...
Okay, it's just me now. Alright, guys, we're gonna talk shit about everything in this fucking bitch. We're gonna talk crap. Let's talk it. Guys, start throwing in great questions. We're only gonna take like 4 more. If we don't get those, then what's the point of answering any questions?
He's here. Yeah, we're back. Sorry, everyone. Apologies. So not a big selection on bad birthday movies. Let's go with this one, because I know this one will interest Zach. So 4 more after this one. Get Out or Us? Which one do you prefer of Jordan Peele movies? I personally love both. Get Out, easily. And I still think Get Out was overrated.
What?
Get Out is a really great movie, but it's overrated.
You're overrated.
I know.
Get Out, I think, has the better script,
But
I like the direction and the ambition more in Us.
Okay.
I think I prefer Us because it's more terrifying to me.
All right.
So that's why I like it
Also, my friend went on a date to Get Out, and he's white, and the girl he took was African American, and they didn't know anything about it, and yeah, that was the only date they ever went on. He said it was really awkward. He said it was really awkward.
I imagine, Jesus.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, why didn't you ask me? And he goes, I didn't think anything of it.
Okay, this is a good question. Dominican Scott, Ren and Zach, when was your last copyright? How can I avoid that?
Every day.
You can never 100% avoid it, but you can try your best. Like, usually people will try and copyright strike you for using a clip, maybe using a sound, maybe using a clip with sound.
I got a copyright strike for getting naked one time.
That will also happen, so do not get naked on camera on YouTube. Only on YouPorn. But the way you can best avoid it is maybe change the pitch, maybe change the color a little bit. Do not, and I do mean this, do not go over 10 seconds with each clip that you use on your video. That's an easy way to avoid it. But they will come after you sooner or later.
Now, I get a trailer reaction though. It gets a little bit hard on that. Yeah. Because I see his next question is how should I avoid copyright if I react to trailers?
Use a filter.
Literally, a filter.
Or reverse the image horizontally.
Lower because sometimes it's the volume. No matter what, you'll probably still get hit with it. I mean, flat out. I got hit with my first copyright strike on my channel was for me and Cody back when we did a podcast talking about a Spider-Man trailer. And I didn't even show footage, and they still got it. And I had to fight it. I couldn't live stream or anything for a whole month. I was so pissed. So,
yeah. Especially Universal, they're the worst when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Newt, again to Bruna. What are your thoughts on the journey of having watched Boy/Girl Meets World for the first time? Non-spoilers, because I'm still watching Boy Meets World.
I really loved it. I really loved it. I thought it's such great shows. Yeah, I mean, I recommend if you have time and you're looking for something fun but still heartwarming to watch, I'd definitely say watch Boy Meets World and then Girl Meets World, although it's a little bit different. But I still loved it, honestly. I still think it's like a very grown-up Disney Channel show, if that makes sense.
For Disney Channel standards, I agree. All right, let's take two more. Eric Thorpe is here. Good friend of the show, Eric Thorpe. Thank you for being here.
Eric Thorpe.
Thoughts? Is it Thorpe?
I don't
Am I saying it wrong?
No,
okay. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. Let me know. Eric, please correct me if I'm saying it wrong.
He says Zach's right, I guess. Oh,
no, this is another question.
Okay.
Thoughts on the Wolverine? It's no Logan, but I think it's pretty underrated. I like Wolverine. I always liked the Wolverine movie.
I never got the hate for it.
Never thought it was quite great, but I thought it was very close to being great. I think it was a big mistake to cut the Wolverine fighting against the ninjas from the theatrical release, because you see that scene teased in the trailers, and then it's still a tease in the film itself. But I always liked the film. The bullet train sequence is awesome. I get the complaint about the Silver Samurai, but I think the fight in itself is still awesome, even though it's the twist is very obvious. But I like the movie. I really do like that movie. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, I love Logan. By the way, Logan could be a coming of age, so...
For Laura, yeah.
So, it's another coming of age.
Yeah. How about you, Zach?
Love Wolverine. I've never really gotten the hate for it. I think it's a blast. I think it's, if Logan didn't come out, it would have been the best one, but Logan is the best comic book film ever made.
Alrighty. And final two questions. Let's go with Wolf in Soul. What are your favorite underrated comedy movies? For me, it's definitely Peanut Butter Falcon. Just go with it. Me, Myself, and Irene. Interview with a Ringer. I've never seen Me, Myself, and Irene. Never seen Interview with a Ringer. Peanut Butter Falcon, it certainly has comedy, but I personally just never saw it as full-on comedy movie. But it's a really funny movie. It's charming. It's wholesome. It's really sweet and inspiring. Really like that movie. Underrated comedy movies. Oh, Ted 2. I mean, since we talked about it, Ted 2 is underrated.
Game Night.
What else?
I don't think Game Night still got the love. Tag. I think Tag was fun that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blockers from that year as well. Blockers is great.
Yeah.
Booksmart. We already talked about that.
Booksmart is amazing. Yeah, those are just a few, but I think those ones are really, really good. Easy Hey just got here. Let's take him as the last question. Happy birthday, Ren. Thank you very much. I'm curious what y'all think about objectivity and subjectivity in film criticism, how that plays into your reviews. Well, I think everything about film is subjective, unless you can. The definition of objective is you can empirically measure it. There's just no measurement to film, to the art of filmmaking.
Any criticism.
That is. Any criticism. Art criticism,
art, yeah.
So,
and film is art.
Yeah.
So.
What is objective, maybe, is you can say someone had very little screen time. Then if you judge that as good or bad, that is subjective. So, objectivity in film, when you're talking about it, and applies to everything, but again, I talk film, so I'm going to say film. Objectivity in film is very limited. Because again, you can say, Catherine Hahn had very little screen time in WandaVision. I thought that was good, or I thought that was bad. That is subjective. That is going to depend on anything else. That's a really good question. Zach, anything to add?
Film is subjective. And, when you go and see something, you might be a fanboy to it. And, some things might work for you more than someone else, depending on how excited they are for it. I mean, that's just fine. Mandalorian, almost all of it worked for me because, I'm a giant fucking Star Wars freak. But if you're not huge into Star Wars, the fan moments might not be for you. That's just, and then maybe the giant Luke Skywalker thing at the end, maybe that is something that you didn't love and you are a giant fan, you just didn't want that. Okay, I can get that, but I don't think you can ever attack someone for liking it either. I think when we get into this type of, I think we're in this thing where like you have to be on one side or the other, where I'm always in the middle. I might joke around with Ren and be like, oh, fuck you. But I don't mean it genuinely, unless it's... So everything's objective. Everything's subjective. Everything is your own opinion. The only time I ever get mad at someone, and not even mad, is when they shit on something without giving reason. Yeah. Like they just, that sucks. Well, why does it suck? It just sucks. You can't... Yeah. Is it long? Is it cheesy to you? You got to give me reasons for why, like, or else I just think you're a dumbass. Because then for me, it's like you didn't really put time in, or effort into it. So, I've definitely had friends who they're like, I don't like Star Wars. Well, why don't you? I don't know. I've never watched it. Okay, well, you can't say that then.
Yeah.
Like I don't like watching fucking sports. Well, why not? I've watched it and it's boring to me. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Anything to add?
I would just add that, everything is subjective in film, and when you're criticizing something, you have to make sure also that you're not hurting somebody else. Now, I feel like I see a lot of, when people say there's a lot of toxicity, is that
Toxicity.
Yeah. In the space, I would say it's because people are attacking other people based on, it could be looks, it could be, intelligence, anything like that. If you're criticizing something, you're criticizing the art. You should never,
not the artist.
You should never, when The Last Jedi came out, the criticism of people that didn't like it came, a lot of it was, had to do with the fact that it's a female-led film, or that, you had poor Kelly Marie Tran in it, and it's like, and just attacking the actresses for their gender or for their race, that's just not right. That's not subjective. That's not any kind of criticism. So that's the only thing I would add, like Zach said, is obviously you need to justify your criticism, but also make sure your justifications aren't hurting another human being, because that's just not not right.
And then you get into the world of attacking. I used to do rants, but the only time I ever do rants now is if I think the last one I did was the HBO Max stuff. I thought that was the dumbest thing. Again, there's a way that you can help theaters and also put it on your streaming. Yeah. It's you put it in theaters first, then you put it on streaming. like a couple weeks later. So, you know, there's ways to have rants, but if you kind of looked at it like, I don't do worst of lists anymore because why am I going to shit on someone, you know? But, you know, people do it still, and that's fine. That's fine. For me, I know there's no way that I can do a worst list and still be positive in the moment. Where, like, you know, Ren, I think you do a good job of it, of being objective to those worst films, but at the same time giving criticisms to it at the same time. Where, like, for me, it's like, it's dog shit. I mean, there's nothing more I have to say about it, so.
Yeah. Let us take just one more, the final one, because it's like, it's the weekend after it's the last time the conversation will be, like, interesting to everyone. Jico EPS, thoughts on people's complaint about the WandaVision finale, mainly Wanda keep the town hostage without any consequences, excuse me, and rushing things with standard CGI fighting and setting up stuff. Okay.
Honestly?
I'm actually going to connect this to the previous question by Easy Hey. They are right that they rushed a few things. They are right that there was the standard CGI fight. Is that a bad thing? Depends on who you ask. For me, that wasn't a bad thing. Rushing things, I mean, yes, that was not a bad thing, but it was an issue that existed in the show, and you, Zach, brought this up to me. Apparently, the last episode was the only episode they had left to film
and
after
half of it
COVID.
Wasn't filmed.
And half
were
of it,
in the middle of it. So,
yes,
yeah.
After COVID hit, this was the only episode left, so they had to rush a little bit. So you notice a little bit of rush stuff. The standard CGI fighting, I thought it was awesome. The resolution of Vision versus Vision is not even resolved with a fight. It's just a conversation in the library.
Which that's how Vision goes. That's perfect Vision.
That's understanding the character. Wanda having no consequences, she went through more trauma. She lost more than she had when she first created the Hex. And now we got a new version of Wanda, an evil version that is taking over. So that's not necessarily consequences right now, but Wanda certainly has consequences. Whether that worked or not for certain people, again, it's subjective, but you cannot say she didn't have consequences. Bruno, how about you? What do you think?
I think, well, first of all, the town people, I think they are probably going to be well compensated, so we don't need to worry about them, but they can still sue Wanda. Like, nothing's stopping them from suing Wanda and the Sword. So, you know, that could have happened. We just didn't see it because it's not important for the story.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, I think the consequences were there for her. I don't think the finale would please everyone. That's just impossible, especially in a show like this that's so hyped by so many people.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if you made theories and you're disappointed that they didn't come out, as a screenwriter, I work in lots of writers' rooms. The most absurd ideas go through there. The most insane things are proposed. I'm sure some of the theories were on the table at these writers' rooms, but they have to be right by the story and the characters. And yeah, I just think Marvel already does a lot of fan service, and we should be happy that WandaVision even happened on the show because it's amazing.
True.
And you know, as long as people aren't being rude to you when they make these complaints, and you have to tell them to fuck off, like, you know, just take him as, yeah, I respect your opinion, and I disagree.
Yeah.
And I loved it, so.
All right. Zach, anything to add?
If you're disappointed because your theory didn't come true, you're a dumbass. I'm sorry. Because I should be disappointed, too. You know, even, I don't even think I think there's a difference between a theory and an assumption. I think we can be mad about the Ralph Boner thing because of, you know, Multiverse of Madness is coming up. So the assumption is kind of there. I don't. That's a whole different rant. The other things on how the show ended, yes, I do get the hostage thing. Wanda should face consequences. I mean, in a world, but I think that's something that you guys need to remember. This is the bigger picture.
Yeah.
No other agents were there. It was just Monica, and Monica gets where Wanda was coming from. So I get why she just let her go. But to the United States, to the government, to the world, to the media, she should probably be arrested. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's where these Sokovia Accords come in. We don't know where those are in place in. We'll probably learn more about that in Falcon and Winter Soldier. This is a whole world. Doctor Strange. The events in this, if you don't think they're not going to affect her... No, I could be wrong. I mean, I could be completely wrong. Doctor Strange might come up and they might not even talk about this fucking police again. I get it. It does feel rushed. I think this episode should have been an hour and a half. I think I would have rather had more slower moments that the pacing could have been picked up, then it feel rushed. I think this is, I've said it, I think this is the clunkiest episode, but it's still not a bad episode. So I enjoyed it. The CGI fight, I think we all knew was going to happen.
Oh yeah.
But like that's every Marvel property, because you have to do both things with Marvel. You can do the weird, but you got to keep the normal stuff in there too.
Yeah.
But in setting up stuff, I mean, then you're complaining about any other Marvel film.
For sure.
I mean, so yeah.
All right, and that is it. Last thing, the Miniseed Scott sent in just $1 to support the show. Thank you so much. It means the world. And thank you guys for joining us for this impromptu Q&A. We had almost an hour extra than we had planned on going. So thank you so much to everyone for your questions, for your birthday wishes, for your anniversary wishes. Thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget, watch I Saw the Devil up until next week. And next week, Geeks of the Roundtable starts to go on Saturday, so we'll have all the weekend, every weekend we'll be here for you. So. And I will be working on a Dark video. I'll be reviewing each season of Dark now that I'm taking my housemates through the shows, because it just really holds up, and now watching it a second time, I'm absorbing a lot of new stuff. And so again, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in those. And, I want to address something that came in late. Jordan Morgan, big fan of the show. Can't stay, sadly, but wanted to drop in to say happy birthday to Ren. Thank you so much. You already know I love your channel. You're truly one of the best in the business, along with Zach, of course. Zach's fine. Thank you so much. Zach is an amazing co-host, is an amazing friend, and helps me a lot as well with the channel. So, Zach, thank you so much for joining me today for my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, my friend. Where can people find you, and what do you have coming up?
So you guys can find me at Zach Pope on YouTube. This week I'm prepping for South by Southwest, but honestly, most of the films there are not the greatest, and I don't like how they're handling the schedule, so I'm not even gonna be able to see that many movies. So whatever. Anyways, I'm looking at my schedule right here. So my dad's MCU ranking, maybe.
Nice.
Maybe a Blu-ray collection. Depends if I want to do that, because that takes me like 5 hours to film. Oscar live prediction show. I don't know when I'm doing that. Maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. We'll see. So, Ren, if you want to join me for that, feel free to. I don't know if you'll be awake by the time I get off work, though.
Yeah, it depends on the time.
I might do an anime review.
Ooh.
I'm like, I might honestly, I don't know. I'm waiting to see if I should just finish all of My Hero Academia and then give just like a little video of just me sitting here talking about it, but I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know. This week it's kind of slower because I just want to relax.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Yeah. It's fair. You deserve it. All right, Bruno, where can people find you?
So you can find me on TikTok at Bupish or at Film Bruna if you are more like into filmmaking stuff. I have one account where I do roller skating and another account where I do filmmaking and my journey through the industry and stuff. And yeah, same thing for Instagram. Both handles on Instagram as well.
All right, I'll put Bruno's links in the description. They're not in there right now, but I'll update the description and put them in there. And you guys can find me at Ren Geekness. All my links, all Zach's links, all Bruno's links are in the description. Go check us out. And later today, I'm dropping the next episode of Origin Story with Wayne Miller of Cinemania World. And it went a little bit longer than an hour as well, like the last one did. But I hope you guys join us for that. I believe it's at 10 a.m. ET. That's 7 a.m. GMT, 7 p.m. GMT for us in the United Kingdom and most of Europe, I believe. So come check us out. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us here for the birthday stream. Until next Saturday, love each other.